Hello, it's Atlas Prime back here again with another video on the alternators slash reimagined line. We've got Jazz today as a 2012 Subaru WRX. Now, I'm a bit big of a Subaru fan, and I thought this turned out quite good for the character. Quite a bold choice for me. It was sort of hard to work the design elements in, but I'm really happy with the way it came out within the end. And like always, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and let me know who you want to see next. Alrighty, let's get into this. So, like always, we're going to start off with the side profile of the car. I'm going to keep the square window design. I don't know, it just kind of suits the G1 aesthetic, because they used a lot of flat cars, like obviously your Lambos and your Porsches and all of, yeah, besides B and a few of like the more SUV type Transformers, everyone was more of like a boxy vehicle. Or they were a small like sports car SUV. The Jazz was always that real round Porsche, so I thought the round shape of the WRX would be a good fit for him. And I got a feeling I'm going to do some tyres in a second, so hang on, let me just make sure you can't see that. There we go, that's better. But yeah, I wanted to bring something more bubbly back for Jazz, because I just like the look of the WRX, and if Jazz was a newer car, I reckon he would go with something sort of like this. It's that sporty sort of Jap music enthusiast car, I reckon. I reckon someone with good taste in music would drive one of these. I'm not saying I do myself. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, there we go. Get that one for you. Caught it. But nah, the choice here, I just thought the WRX would look cool with some red and blue on it, and I wanted to do something a bit more round, so I'm going to keep that antenna too. Black out the indicators on the side here. I'm going to try and redraw just the standard WRX wing, so yeah, I didn't like that eBay special looking wing on the back, and I've noticed here that I missed a spot over the headlights. So just go back and fix that and we should be good. Yeah, the grille was a bit meh, so I've changed it again. Yeah, just experimenting with this color here. I think I keep it in the end. But hang on, I got another tire thing coming up. I'm just going to quickly get that out for you. And we're safe. These wheels were horrid to do, so I'm kind of glad that the dark two colors I chose kind of got rid of the ability to see them. Now, I didn't quite know what I was going to do with them. I did initially think I was just going to leave the blue line, but then I went, you know what, I'm just going to chuck a little bit of red everywhere. And I didn't know what I was doing with that back door panel, but I wanted something sort of Japanesey or something sort of JDM car enthusiast looking down the side there. Something that was like a vinyl sticker almost. I think I ended up going with like just a red music note that follows the door panels. Yeah, here it is. And I thought that looked alright. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a vibe. Now moving on to the back end of the WRX. This time I don't need to try and pretend I'm redrawing the wing, because it's already there. I keep most of the detail at the back here. I don't redo any of the badges, because it is Jazz, and tried to keep it as clean as possible. Yeah, I enjoyed doing the more round design. Just I think I'd keep a bit more of the flat doors and stuff now with the designs, but allow like the bodies to be a bit more rounder. I struggled getting that roof curve though. That was a real pain in the ass, and I do redraw it like 3 or 4 times. Again, I'm just trying to trace it myself. We will see that in a minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna censor all these tire parts because make you want to vomit. How bad they are. Oh, you get a little sneak peek of what they did look like for a while there. Yeah, just testing that color there. And then this side was fairly easy. I did it in about half the times the front side. Even added the little lip that's on the other view back onto this one because I did use 2 different photos of the car. It's a bit hard to find a back shot and a front shot of like the WRX I was actually looking for, the real souped up one, all the body kit and stuff on it. Just to make it more cohesive with the initial design, drawing those lines on there. I did it as if they were going to put a number plate on it, so I did leave the blue short, which I thought was a cool touch. I did like a DRL in the backlight there too. And moving on to Jazz. Now, Jazz I didn't change a lot on, if anything. I mostly changed colors and the chest piece. Now, with Jazz's face, I wanted to do something a bit different and add that little square on the top of his, I don't know what you call that, forehead crest. I wanted to make that red and his cheek vents grey, just add a bit more depth and colour to him. Nothing wrong with Jazz's face, just wanted to make it a bit more my own. Sorry if it's too much of a change. Now, put the turbo vent where the Autobot symbol is. So you'll see in a second where I end up moving the Autobot symbol too. Trying to replicate those lights there. I don't think I did too bad of a job with that. I will change that chest piece in a second, make it a bit more, there we go. And like I said, not great because I'm still practicing with freehand and trying to not use as many like aids to help me get it done a bit better. I just have a bit of a shaky hand, so sometimes I find it hard to draw lines. But I was thinking of doing the wing on the shoulders there, but in the end I ended up settling for the side mirrors, which I thought came out great. The hip, much like Megatron's stomach piece, is going to be made up of the lights. If you haven't seen the Megatron one, go and watch that, it's pretty good. I did... Oh, what did I do here? Oh, in that top part there of the hip there is actually the centerpiece of the bottom bumper with that little red reflector in it. That's the gas tank on his hip there, or petrol tank for you Australians. Changing... I didn't change anything with the arms. I do some recoloring on this gun though, like I add a little bit of yellow to that bottom section and make it look like a coil. I add the music note to the side of it, so it kind of looks like it's come from like the bottom of the car. I was thinking of adding another gun to his other hand, so it's sort of like they've come from either side, but I didn't end up doing that. Just adding all this stuff here. Go back with all the unpost correction tool, just the regular drawing tool. I know, most inefficient way to draw a hand. I just wanted to see how many lines I could end up drawing just by following one spot. This arm's pretty straightforward too. I didn't change much with them. I did redraw this part though on it. Made it look a bit more square and chamfered like the other side. By chamfered, like those little thin lines on the outside there that kind of pull into his arm. Just give it a second. I think at this point I was looking at some resources on some other stuff I could use for him. I don't think I ended up coming up with anything, but much like the Optimus Prime and Megatron, I used a lot of underside views of the cars to kind of draw other parts of them, like weapons and sometimes little details on their chest or in their arms, or just little pieces that help me get a bigger picture for what they would look like. yeah, the legs were quick and easy as well. I extended that little box at the top there to make it look a bit better. And then onto the feet. Feet are quick and simple, or easy to get done. And then adding all the little details here and there, getting the other leg done. Now on these little side fenders here on the legs, I actually tried to keep like the WRX vent, and I come back and put the little like squiggle that's on the side of the car that houses the STI badge. It's the only badge that I really keep with the logo on it. Just put a little STI on it. We'll see in a second here. Just this little thing. Yeah. There's the door handle on his hip. I thought that was cool. I'm going to add the exhaust also down to the bottom half of his hip there on the upper half of his leg. And now pretty much I'm just going to go through and fix up the little spots, put all the black in first, and then we can move on to color. Now, with my coloring, I usually just use the same colors that I've used everywhere else. Oh, missed some black there. Yeah. Pretty straightforward with the coloring. Just try and match it with your best. Of your ability to each of the areas. I did reuse the grey that Jazz is for his main body. I thought the flatter white down by the legs was a bit cooler than all the stripes on his heels, but each to their own. With this, I was pretty happy with how he turned out as a WRX. I mean, I could have left his head as is, but I thought it turned out good. Now, just doing all the badges here. This was one of my favourite parts because I get to go outside and check my car for the badge because I can't be bothered searching it up when I have the badge in my home. Yeah. And they look alright. I moved the badge of Jazz's onto his chest there, use the warp tool to stretch it. And then I put it on the back on the car there. I didn't put it on the front because I don't think I needed it. I thought it was pretty good without it. And just here I'm gonna draw on all the lines that he's got everywhere else. Red line to follow that. And then the blue around the windows there. Now on the actual car there's like a little outline that kind of wraps around the window there. Side mirror, sorry. And I've just kind of kept that as is. But did it so it's sort of like the blue line follows it. There we have it. Here's the finished product of Jazz. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this series, and the response I got from Megatron has just kind of pushed me to keep making more. I've already got 2 more ready to go. It's just getting them posted and published at the right time and getting them coming out Wednesday. I might make it fortnightly, only because some weeks I don't get quite enough time to even start one. It's just lucky that I've had these last few. But I think the first 10 episodes I'll try and keep weekly, and then I'll move to fortnightly, and then when I can do this full time I'll move everything back to weekly. But thank you for your support with this. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, your grandma loves you. Bye.